Episode 55, the Dikembe Mutombo episode of the Underseasoned Barbecue Show.
We are cracking through them. You look sharp.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, rocking the old chicken feed from down in Tassie, Chicken Fields. And yeah, this was a bit of a fundraiser for a graffiti artist going through a tough time, but I am all about that Tassie represent, brother.
Okay. Well, I've got a shirt on from 2020 Smokehouse Barbecue.
You do, man. And I saw the back print on that. There's an awesome illustration of a wizard cooking up on a Weber, and I was really impressed with the art. Beautifully screen printed too, so credit guys. So you might remember these guys from a few weeks ago in Mawilumbar. They were cooking barbecue in about 50 centimetres of floodwater.
Yeah, and apparently got higher.
Yeah, bloody oath it did,
So
mate.
if you remember the video, the water was almost up to the firebox.
That's it. And while you're here, like, subscribe, leave a comment, and we're going to hook right into this one.
We have got a really cool intro this week. The intros are becoming the best part of this show, I reckon.
Mate, I've noticed you're having to double up sometimes. They're coming in thick and fast.
Well, this one is a really important one. You ready?
Ready.
Hi everyone, this is Salahuddin. I'm the owner and pitmaster at Kafi Barbecue, and I watch the Underseasoned Barbecue Show. You should too.
That's a cool artwork.
So sick.
So that was Saladin Abdul Kafi. He's from Kafi Barbecue in Irving, Texas, and he's only been open for a year and he's already rocking the barbecue world.
Hell yeah, what a legend.
So, really cool. So, he's a Missouri-born Iraqi descendant, and he used his background to influence his approach and flavors and seasonings to his barbecue. Apparently, he spent around 5 years developing his brisket rub and barbecue sauce before he went public.
So sick. That's commitment to the cause right there.
His beef ribs are Wagyu sourced from Wagyu X in Texas, and his lamb ribs come from Australia. They are Alba White Australian lamb.
Sick.
Pretty cool, hey?
Super cool.
So, one thing, though, that really stood out for me, and we're going to have to watch it. We ready?
Ready.
Third one from the right, this one? Yes, sir. 1.11, I'm going to take it out to the smoker. As soon as you order a Wagyu New York strip steak, we take it right out to the smoker, smoke it for a little bit, and then we finish it off in our pure Wagyu tallow.
What?
So, in the smoker.
Oh, look at that sear. Go.
Wow. That works.
So, this is him cooking a steak. He cooks them for 25 minutes in the smoker and then just 80 seconds in beef tallow, fried, deep fried.
Man, how much of a luxury is it to have deep fryer vats full of beautiful beef tallow?
So shout out to Foodie Munster for the video there. He makes some great content. I have never tried deep fried steak before, but I think it's like a old Texas rancher kind of thing.
Man, do you think we should put it on the menu?
I think we should.
I reckon.
So look, if you've had fried steak before, let us know in the comments. I can't say I've ever had fried steak.
When you think about it, if you're cooking it in its own essential tallow, then it's just building a crust, isn't it? I mean, it's not really going to penetrate into the meat too much, you wouldn't think.
Well, I've done plenty of like shallow fry steaks where you've got quite a lot of oil at the bottom and you kind of just like frying your steaks essentially, but it's a shallow fry. It's not a deep fry. And then you're right, frying it in tallow, that's like a luxury.
I reckon. And do you reckon the deep fry do it quicker than a pan sear? So then essentially it's spending less time in the fat?
I reckon it might be similar. Because it doesn't look like he's got a real burnt crust on here. I don't think he puts it in for long enough to do that. So essentially, being in the smoker, it's reverse seared. It's got all the smoky flavour to it. It's pretty much already pre-cooked. And then you want to get a crust to it. But instead of a crust, he's got this like crispy outside. That's winning.
It's essentially better for you than the old chicken fried steak because you're not having that fatty breading all over it. But I think we've got to give this a whirl.
Yeah, I reckon it's a great idea. I think it's actually genius, if I do say so myself.
That's it. But I also need someone to shout me enough beef tallow to fill up a fryer, and then we'll do it.
So, one more thing about Saladin. He had a career in tech out in Silicon Valley before he jumped into the barbecue world. So, congratulations on all your success so far. He's just getting started. And it's great to see people putting their own spin on traditional Texas barbecue in Texas.
Bloody oath. That's the real flex, isn't it? Doing it in Texas.
It's crazy. It's like, okay, Texas barbecue is great, but how do you stand out? How do you do honour to your heritage and traditions, combine the two things together.
Hell yeah, future school, baby.
Yeah, love it. And that steak, we're going to try it?
We're going to try it one day.
Where are we going to get that much tallow from?
I don't know, but I can definitely source some beautiful Wagyu sirloin, but any tallow sponsors out there, hook us up. Get in the DMs.
Okay, so what's in this episode?
Righto, so we've got a flight of delicious-looking hot dogs. We've also got a flex on some of the best brisket you'll ever see. And we're going to start what we like to call a rub club with our 3 personal favourite rubs.
The Rub Club.
The Rub Club. Don't get any ideas, you creepy bastards.
Let's move on to our dishes of the week to get us started. This is some pretty exceptional looking pork ribs, and they were sent in to us by Andre Chicada. He's a pitmaster from Brazil, and he is transforming barbecue into a gastronomic experience over the coals. That's what he says.
They look sensational.
Look absolutely amazing, don't they?
Not much pullback on the bone, but still they look so meaty and juicy.
They do look to me like they're properly cooked. But yeah, you're right. There's no pullback on the bone. But I don't know. I don't think it matters.
It definitely does not matter.
Okay, so he says, for my ribs, I prefer to use my own pork rub, which is very spicy. Spicy is like an acquired thing, but if you like it spicy, by all means, put spice in there. But this sauce, that's what got me, that glazy, beautiful sauce. And he says, I finish it with a sweet and sour sauce. And what he means by that is it's a barbecue sauce with honey, Jim Beam, and Worcestershire sauce.
Yeah.
That's his mix.
Yeah, I like the addition of Worcestershire at the end there to give it that tart savouriness. And Worcestershire is so versatile, bro. And if you like the word Worcestershire, hit our merch up.
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire.
Wash your sister. Okay, but honey and Jim Beam in there is a great little mix too.
Sounds good.
That sounds like an epic combo. Thank you for sending that in to us. But this one here wasn't sent in to us. It's like, you know when you're scrolling through your feed and you're literally scrolling and nothing's catching your eye and then all of a sudden that pops up.
Yeah, beautiful colours going on there, and hot dogs are always a win in my book.
Especially when you're hungry.
Yeah.
Right?
Always.
So these are some unreal looking hot dogs by Deckel and Hyde. And as far as I can tell, and it's a little bit hard to kind of like figure it all out, but Ralph Palmer and Daniel Andrade, they do pop-ups, and this photo here, or this dish, was served at Trash Panda Drinking Club in Houston, Texas.
Sounds awesome.
So I'm going to say it's a bar, and then these guys do pop-ups at the bar.
Bro, I'd go to a bar even though I don't drink to sit there and eat hot dogs. Bartender, another chili dog.
They serve 3 dogs, Mr. Pink, Mr. Orange, and Mr. Brown.
Yeah, there's a Reservoir Dog reference going on there.
Is that where it's from?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Mr. Pink, it's a handmade sweet elote jalapeno sausage dog topped with chili, yellow mustard, and pickled red onions.
Yes, please.
Mr. Brown is a duck boudin dog topped with handmade stone ground Oktoberfest beer mustard and scallions.
Yes.
I'm going to say that again. Handmade stone ground Oktoberfest beer mustard.
I'm not changing it. It's a yes.
And Mr. Orange is a handmade sweet elote jalapeno dog topped with Valentina comeback sauce, pickled corn, cilantro, and cojita sauce. Cheese. It's cheese. Fuck.
These guys can queue too, by the look of it. There's a bit of low and slow brisket in the background there with some potato salad and pit beans and the white bread napkins. So I'd be very down for this, bro.
So they can cook barbecue too. They also serve prime brisket, pork belly, and smoked turkey in addition to the hot dogs.
There you go.
So the hot dogs are a bit of a like novelty, I think, and they just serve really, really good barbecue. But speaking of Oktoberfest, is that a big pretzel in the back there?
It's a very, very juicy looking pretzel.
You can go and follow them at Deckel and Hyde on Instagram.
Reservoir Dogs.
And that's where the names come from.
Yeah, that's the reference to the Mr. Pink, Mr. Brown, and Mr. Orange.
Okay, so we just encouraged you them to go follow them on social media. Now, you probably fucking haven't. So I'm going to put this photo up right here, and we're going to spend a little bit of time just waiting for you to go follow them.
Let's check to see if their follow count goes up.
What are they on right now?
I don't know. I haven't even followed them. Can't even get my phone out of my pocket, mate.
Come on, go follow them.
Look, I'm trying, bro.
Look at that picture there, though.
Deckel. First thing that comes up, follow. 2,287.
Okay, so make sure you go and follow them because that's pretty bloody good dogs, right?
Super cool, bro. Very creative.
And the barbecue's just as good.
That's it, man. Bit of a breath of fresh air to have some nice accompaniments to the classic Texas low and slow plate.
I like it. I hope you followed him. Did you follow him?
We're checking. We'll check the fucking follow count soon, bro. If it hasn't gone up.
We only get 1,000 people watch this podcast, so it's probably only going to go up about 25.
Oh, I don't think it's that many. I think I'll watch it about 12 times.
The next one was posted by No Pattern, and it's a smash burger with bacon, hatch, chili sauce.
How good is that beef lattice there on the edges of the crispy, beautiful smash burger?
You see so many photos of smash burgers, and they don't get the crispiness right. That is bang on. That's textbook.
Well, yeah, like essentially they're not smashing, they're just pressing their burgers if they're not getting that lacy boy lattice there on the edge.
I agree. So it's ground chuck, sirloin, and brisket smash patties. What a good combo, hey?
What a bloody good combo.
Then it's American cheese and his own maple roast garlic sauce.
Yum.
Yum, all right. So I had no idea what a bacon hatch chili sauce was. It's new to me. So I went digging, and apparently it's bacon fat, onions, cherry tomatoes, flour, a small can of diced hatched green chilies, salt, pepper, garlic, Mexican oregano, agave, apple cider vinegar, and then some hatch pepper flakes.
Jeez, it's only missing that little bit of extra sugar and it'd almost be a jam, wouldn't it?
It would, but I'm guessing it's really savoury.
Yeah.
Pretty cool, hey?
So cool, bro.
So this is the final product. If you want to know what smash burger perfection is, then you need to watch the video version of this podcast because that's what it should look like.
I reckon. I'd be all about that nice, beautiful, sweet milk bun there just to complement all the savoury notes. And, man, happy about that.
This one was posted by Get It Proper Barbecue. Let's watch. Got a hollowed out pumpkin. Looks like some jalapenos.
Yeah, looks like he's used the decorative Halloween pumpkin though, so I don't know if it's going to taste any good.
Okay, he's cooking it over the barbecue.
It's sort of a pumpkin cob loaf, but without the carbs.
All right, I'm going to go through it here. The creator is Garrett Manning, and he says he hollowed out a pumpkin, combined jalapeno, green onion, Gouda cheese, and pepper jack cheese, topped it with beer, and then cooked it over the barbecue, and it was served as a dip with grilled onions and steak. So basically you get the bits of steak, dunk it in there and eat it.
It's almost like a bogan fondue.
I like it though.
Bloody oath. I'm not a cheese fan, so you can have it all to yourself, but I really do like the creativity.
Pretty cool little idea there, and I like the addition of cooking a steak and then just dunking it in that sort of like jalapeno cheesy dip.
That's it. Next time you should probably perhaps do it in like an enclosed smoker so that it's sort of going to get a bit of that charcoal flavour too, not just cooking from the bottom.
Yeah. Well, I think it's a cool idea.
Super cool idea.
Okay, so this next one here was sent to us by Fabano Fasiga. He says, in Brazil, I am considered one of the best in the hanging rack technique.
Sick. The duck's just going for a little bit of a swing.
That's pretty cute, isn't it?
Gee, there'd be a lot of prep involved, eh?
Yeah, especially cooking proteins that small and fiddly. So what we're looking at is racks and racks of hanging exotic birds, including turkey, duck, and quail, and they're cooked in the traditional fogo de chão style, which literally means fire on the ground.
Yeah, cool.
So all the heat and all the smoke is basically coming up from the fire on the ground. It's cooking all of these kind of like exotic birds he's got. It's a visual masterpiece. And I'm going to guess this really does require your attention because there's a fine line between being not cooked and overcooked.
Oh, especially with some of these gamier birds. But this is the sort of thing, if you walk past it at a festival, you'd be that intrigued, you'd stop and look and you'd be like, that's what I'm having for lunch.
So this is Fabino himself here. And his final dish, it was served at Churrascava Festival in Brazil, and it was served with smoked tomato salsa and a fried corn farofa.
Yum.
Pretty cool, hey?
Super cool, man. Like
And what a cool looking cat.
Yeah, it kind of looks like me, mate.
Get your tats out.
Just get a bit of a grey blonde mullet hanging out the back there, mate, and we'd be twins.
Yeah. Well, he could be the Mexican side.
Could be the Brazilian Sigh.
Are you very good at the hanging rack technique?
I'm rubbish.
What about hanging the clothes on the line?
Nah, it's Katie's job. I cook dinner.
All right, let's move on to our talking points. And you alluded to this previously on the show. And so this one is a bit of a throwback. So about 10 years ago, I posted online at the time my 3 favourite rubs.
Still in rotation, 2 of these anyway, and this one has been replaced by your version.
Yes, well, that Pike's Place Fish Northwest Seasoning rub that you can see up on the screen there, I used that until it was all gone. I got friends to go over and buy more, and unfortunately it's from the States, so it's not easy to get here, but I love it on seafood.
Super good. That slap your mama, sprinkle that on top of some eggs just while they're frying before they're cooked. Mate.
Yeah, and of course, Hardcore Carnivore was one of the originals. So this is 10 years ago, and I was using these rubs, like at least once a week each. Like these were my favourite rubs at the time. So 10 years nearly has passed. I figured we'd do it again.
Hell yeah, the evolution.
So here's what we want you to do. Take a picture of your 3 favourite rubs and drop it in the comments below. We want to see them. We want to discover some new rubs ourselves because, let's be honest, we're both a bit addicted to trying new rubs. So to get us started, I'm going to run through what my current top 3 rubs are. Now, keep in mind this changes all the time. I've got lots of rubs. They're everywhere. I use different rubs all the time. But right now, these are probably on more rotation than any of them. It's Tuffy Stone's Daily Grind Coffee Rub. It's great on beef. I love it on beef. The other one there is the Lucky Squirrel Pepper Steak. Now, I love a peppercorn sauce. Love it. And that gives me the same flavour.
Yeah, rad.
So it's really, really cool. And then La Flama Blanca, which is Dark Side of the Grills. I love it on chicken.
It's almost got a bit of French flavour in the background, that one with heaps of, I think there's a heap of fresh thyme and paprika and that sort of thing in there.
That's why I like it, because it's got the fresh herbs in it.
Yeah, it's not a straight down the line barbecue rub by any means. It's an all-purpose and it's a bloody winner.
Yeah, well, I asked you as well, what were your top 3 right now, and this is what you got.
That's it, mate. Steph the Maori's Rub One Out, I believe, is the greatest thing you can put on lamb or any protein there is. Obviously, Hardcore Carnivore Black, the OG of the black rubs, put that on a bit of steak. Use that as put a bit of that on your brisket. But then the Blue Smoke Oklahoma Smashburger is the most intense onion umami bomb you can ever fucking try. And just that on your veggies, obviously in a smash burger. Put that on a bit of brisket too for a bit of an umami kick. But yeah, it's just a winner, bro.
I'm going to say you're a bit biased because 2 of those have got your artwork on the front.
You're right. But also too, take photos of your 3, put them on Instagram, tag us, underseasoned, and hashtag 3-Way Rub Club.
The 3-Way Rub Club.
3-Way Rub Club.
Well, we want to share your top 3 rubs also on our socials. So hashtag
3-Way Rub Club.
How do you spell it?
THREEWAYRUBCLUB.
All right, there's no little slangy terms in there. It's just 3.
There's no innuendos whatsoever.
Okay, let's move on. This one was posted by Magnificent MW, and he says, turkey breast doesn't get enough love.
It doesn't, and it deserves it.
It does, doesn't it?
It's so damn good.
So what we're looking at here is a perfectly cooked turkey breast with a beautiful kind of like a bark, I would say.
Yeah, there's a smoky crust on that bad boy.
So he says it was covered in Killer Hog's brisket rub, smoked until 150F, and then he wrapped it in foil with butter. I think that's the key ingredient, right? He then took it up to 163F, let it sit for an hour, and then sliced it up. So I think the combination of the butter and also the rest is what makes this turkey juicy, and it looks fantastic.
Yeah, that's it. Especially when you're resting it in the butter, there's nowhere else for those juices to go but, stay in the confines of that foil. Yeah, about 10 years ago, Hillbilly Wes actually gave me a bit of advice on cooking turkey breast because I tried some of his and he was like, mate, if you drown it in butter after you've smoked it, you can't go wrong.
Right, that's a trick.
It is the secret.
He says, simple, but darn, that's how you make turkey shine. And is it underrated?
I think it's underrated.
So do I. I think it's super underrated.
Yeah, it's a good source of protein. You get heaps of meat off it. I mean, it's very popular around Christmas time. But, I mean, if you look in the freezer, there's turkey breasts available all year, not just at Christmas, and hook into it.
Yeah, but if you're talking about barbecue platters, you do, but very rarely see it on a barbecue platter.
Definitely not over here, you don't.
No, and I think I love the flavour of it too.
I love turkey. Turkey's right up there with one of my favourites. I mean, I'm biased. I have it every Christmas and should probably have it probably all year round, but I don't know. I just forget about it.
Yeah, true. I agree. It's just not in your face when you go to the supermarket, I guess.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
But it is like at one time of the year. It's everywhere. You can't get away from it.
Well, they have to take the pressure off the poor turkey farmers that have to have all the birds ready for Thanksgiving, Christmas time. So,
yeah, that's true. This one was sent to us by Paul from Paulie's Backyard Barbecue. He says, I love the show and I was cooking for 70 people at home and I needed to kind of get everything organised and in one place. My knives, my rubs, my temperature probes, my gloves. So I grabbed basically a mechanic's tool trolley.
Great idea. I've seen a few guys rocking this style, but yeah, once you get yourself a tool trolley, like I used to have one when I used to tattoo, they're just such good bloody... I mean, they're a workmate, really. And, yeah, everything in there's safe. It's lockable. It's away from the kids, that sort of thing. But great idea.
Yeah. And the good part is it kind of forces you to be organised.
Yeah, that's it.
Because you can't just keep shoving stuff in there. You've kind of got to be neat about every drawer having a place or a purpose.
That's it. And you're going to keep it more organised. Everything's in the one place and beautiful timber top on that one too. You could double it up as a chopping board. But, yeah, it's a win.
So he says it worked perfect. It's a smart setup, ready for anything, and even provides me with a decent height bench.
Needs more stickers, but...
Yeah, it's lacking stickers. That's what you need, some stickers. But pretty cool, hey?
Super cool.
This next one was sent in to us by Luke Moonshine. He's featured on the show quite a few times. There's actually a special episode with Luke Moonshine that you really should go back and watch. It's a special edition of this podcast. He's from Fat Boy Smoking, and he says... when 4 of the world's rarest briskets finally turn up straight from Japan, it looks like it's time to make some smashies. What are we looking at?
Is he taking the piss there? Surely he's not making smash burgers out of this, but Moonshine's not a small man.
He's a big boy.
So the fact that he's got 4 of the biggest, thickest, girthiest, most beautifully marbled Wagyu briskets in front of him, that is a flex. Like he's in the cool room there, just so that these things stay at the right temperature the whole time. But that is super damn cool.
So these 4 briskets he's holding are almost as big as him, if not bigger.
I reckon they come close.
So these are Japanese briskets. You don't see these every day. I'd be surprised if he's going to use them in smash burgers, but by the same token, I don't know if I'd cook these up as briskets either.
I'd just look at them. I just want to make sure that my cooking methods could do these things the justice they deserve.
Yeah, agreed. The pressure's on, Luke. Now, this caught my eye. These are, if you zoom into the picture, 14-kilo briskets.
Wow.
If you're playing in America, that's 31-pound briskets.
Each.
It's crazy.
It's wild. That's damn big briskets.
It's 60 kilos worth of brisket in 4 briskets.
It's definitely oversized.
Like 120 pounds.
Gnarly.
These are the biggest briskets I have ever seen.
I'd agree.
So, yeah, Luke, we're interested to know what you're actually going to do with them. Maybe they are smash burgers and you're being serious, and if they are, they're probably going to be bloody amazing. But at the same time, what else would you do?
I don't know. Do you reckon it'd be like Wagyu steak where it's almost so rich you can only sort of have maybe 1 burnt end worth?
I don't know. That's a good point, though.
You'd probably need 200 friends per brisket if you're only divvying out a burnt end.
Do you know what you need to buy 4 of these Japanese briskets and have them flown into Australia?
Frank the Tank.
A really supportive wife.
You're right.
Now, while we're talking about Luke, he also posted this one that we've dug up here. And what we're looking at here is what looks to be about a 2,000-gallon plus smoker strapped to the back of a truck. And that truck is drifting down a muddy road.
It is.
It's wild.
He's heading to Central Australia that doesn't really see much rain. And when it does, everything just turns to bloody caramel.
But that truck is literally just sliding and drifting under its own weight. Oh, look at it go. It's on its side.
That truck is going where the smoker takes it. Amazing.
I would be shitting myself driving that.
He's probably having the time of his life.
That's a big smoker too.
It is.
It's not as big as Frank the Tank, but it's got to be close.
It's got to be close. I reckon it might be a smoker delivery, you reckon? Like, you wouldn't take that out and bring it back, surely.
What I want to know is Luke also owns the world's biggest smoker in use today. It's a 5,000 gallon offset reverse flow smoker, actually. This one here, where's he been hiding this? It's like almost just as big.
It is. It's only got the old steel wagon wheels on it though, so it's not very mobile. Not that a smoker that size would be. I mean, Frank doesn't even have wheels. He just needs a hectic crane to get him to and from. But yeah, I mean, as we know, Luke doesn't do things by halves.
So they drove that huge smoker all the way out into the middle of nowhere. This is a picture of nowhere, and it's Broken Hill. And they put on a masterclass out there in the dust on a whopping 130,000 acre property.
Wow.
That's a big property.
It's probably a little property out there, mate.
Now, Broken Hill is considered one of the most remote towns on Earth.
Wow.
It looks like the whole town here came out for the masterclass with Fat Boys Barbecue, and it was held in, I think it was in association with Caliber Barbecue.
Yep.
Which is another really cool sort of like barbecue brand. They do a lot of catering as well. Super cool. We've worn some of their merch on the show before, but they did the masterclass together, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they sure did.
So there were 75 people over 2 days. They did a dinner and a mentoring session.
So good. Got the classic, now made famous by Gus Face Griller, barbecue sharing board there.
Yeah, correct. Okay, so we always harp on this show about barbecue spreading all over the world, but here barbecue is in the most remote location on Earth.
Yeah, that's it. It's all well and good too. Like when bands do a world tour, they pretty much just do North America, a couple of spots in Europe, maybe Australia, and that's it. While this, anyone can run a masterclass and sell out in Sydney, Brisbane and Melbourne, but these guys are going, you know what? Let's bring it to the people.
Yeah, I love it. And also, you hit the nail on the head, right? Anytime a band does a world tour, not only do they go to the biggest countries, but they go to the biggest cities within those countries generally.
Yeah.
So the fact that he has dragged barbecue and the culture and something we love all the way to the most remote place on Earth nearly, I think it's the most remote city on Earth. I think that's sort of what his claim is. I'm sure there are more remote locations, but this is still a town.
Yeah, right.
This was another cool photo that he sent to us as well. It looks like a drone photo, but it's got an infrared thermal image camera. So, yeah, it's just showing the heat, I guess, of the outdoor fires he's got, but also the smoker there, and that's some pretty even heat distribution.
That's it. But also purples are still a very warm shade on those things. So the air temperature out there is probably a balmy 45 degrees Celsius.
And that's winter.
That's winter. And, yeah, look at how even the heat distribution is through that offset smoker, though. It's beautiful.
Pretty cool. Let's move on. We have some mail.
Gee, it's been a good couple of weeks for mail.
It has. We're so fortunate that a lot of people are sending us stuff in. I mean, look behind you there. You've got some really cool hoodoo brown kicks. They are taking pride of place in our studio right now before you are going to wear them, I think.
Yeah, I've got to find an occasion, though, to wear them at. So
a wedding. A wedding.
I don't get invited to many weddings. But
funeral.
Yeah. I hope I don't get invited to one of them anytime soon, but we'll find something cool.
Have you seen these things before?
I sure have.
I think there's one up behind you.
Oh, would you look at that?
So these are called Turtle Box, and they are built for the outdoors. They're allowed, fully waterproof, dustproof. You can take them anywhere. They're an outdoor speaker.
Yeah, that's it. All the who's who of barbecuers in the States are rocking the Turtle Box, and now we have joined the club.
Yeah, it's become very Yeti-esque, I would say. So in the barbecue world, Tuffy Stone, he's an ambassador. Derek Wolf, he's an ambassador.
Sigh and Jay, we're ambassadors.
Not quite, but Ben Sassani, he's a really cool photographer, and he just so happens to work for Turtle Box, and he sent us in something, and if you can just grab it from the back wall there as well while we play this video, he has given us some under-season branded Turtle Boxes.
Should have charged it and played a tune, bro.
That's pretty cool. And they're in the under-seasoned red and white colours.
Yeah, they are, mate. And we've got there, obviously, the logo laser etched on there. But, man, these things are solid. Like
yeah, they're built really well, aren't they?
Yeah.
I've lost track of the amount of portable speakers I've got, which just basically fall apart, don't work, don't connect anymore. But I think everyone that owns a Turtle Box knows that they last the test of time.
Good times.
And they're loud too. I'm so sick of buying speakers and you turn them on and you're like, that's not loud enough.
When they do get loud, they get really tinny. But, I mean, I know these things pump.
Yeah. Ben, we appreciate you and Turtlebox sending those out to us. Under-season branded Turtlebox is pretty cool. We're not ambassadors, but hey, this is the next best thing.
That's it.
So we appreciate you sending those in for us, and they're going to take pride of place in the studio.
Mine's not. I'm going to go use it.
Meet the Pitmaster. I love this segment.
Bloody oath. I love shedding light on those that are deserving.
Now, this is one you're going to have to help me with because he's a very, very talented chef pitmaster from New Zealand. But at the same time, I've been holding off doing this one for a little while because it gets a little bit complicated. And you're about to find out why. So his name is Paul Patterson, and he's the pitmaster and chef and has competed with Meat Mitch Barbecue at the Memphis in May World Barbecue Championship. Now, he's done stints in France and America as a chef and has now made his way back home to New Zealand, and he's a good-looking cat.
He is a good-looking cat, but the one thing that does eclipse his good looks and his culinary experience is how good of a fucking bloke he is.
Okay.
He is a top dude.
And you were telling me before he may have been on a TV show?
I think he was on New Zealand's version of The Bachelor at one stage.
What a catch.
But this is the type of guy that when he heard that I was coming in New Zealand a couple of weeks ago for the Rock 2000, he asked how much spare time I had and he wanted to take me hunting for a couple of days. That's the type of guy he is.
Real legend.
Real legend.
So, this is his restaurant in New Zealand, and what are we looking at?
So this is I think it's an old yacht club or a fisherman's club, and it's on Waiheke Island, which is, I think you got to catch a ferry from Auckland. This isn't staged. This is actually what he does in his spare time. He's got the Traeger hooked up on the river so that he can go fishing while he's doing his meal prep.
This is stunning.
And if he catches something like a snapper or, you know, like a kingfish or something, it's going to make its way on the menu. I'm pretty sure in New Zealand they're a lot more relaxed with their sort of wild and locally sourced food, while in Australia, if you cook something you caught yourself and it wasn't bought through a fisheries authorised, you know, marketer, you'd get strung up. But I know New Zealand is a lot more relaxed, and what a setup.
It's amazing. And what would you call that domey-like sort of like open fire smoker that he's hanging those pork ribs in?
It kind of looks like a retired TIE fighter from Star Wars. And it's got a big door on the front, big live fire out the back. They love hanging their meat in NZ, and they would have been on the menu for a special for sure.
Okay, now this is where you need to help me. So this is the restaurant in question. It's the Fisherman's Wharf restaurant located at the Ohope Wharf. Is that how you pronounce it?
I believe you're close.
And it's located between what's that harbour called?
Ahiwa?
Ahiwa Harbour and the Pacific Ocean. It's 5 hours north of Auckland.
Yeah, right. That's amazing, eh?
So cool. What a location.
What a location.
So obviously he loves his seafood. It's a seafood restaurant, but he also is big on barbecue. He uses smokers, fire pits, the Traeger pellet grill. He does a lot of cooking outdoors. He does a lot of live fire cooking as well. He's a pretty talented guy.
He is, and he loves his hunting, loves his fishing. Just, yeah, I think he's sort of realised now that doesn't matter how cool he thinks he is, now that he's got himself a son and a missus, it's whatever they want him to do these days. But he's just such a top bloke. I mean, he came to Meat Stock. He's really good friends with Mike Johnson. They compete a lot together in Memphis in May, and that competition they have down in the Florida Keys there with Meat
he
Mitch.
went to that, the Key West Invitational.
Yeah, he quite often jumps on the team with the boys. But yeah, man, just awesome soul.
So he's got both Kiwi and Fijian heritage, and the photo that we're looking at here is a hanging wild boar, and he's hanging it right there outside the restaurant. He says, it turns out there's free pork ribs in the bush here.
What a legend.
Only in New Zealand.
That's it. He probably hunted that the traditional way too, just with dogs and a machete.
So he says they're going to clean it down and it's going to go in a lovo. Now, a lovo is a traditional Fijian version of kiwi, hangi, or umu.
Yeah, rad.
So everything gets cooked underground, yeah?
Yep. So good. He actually invited me to one of these, but I was obviously busy. But, man, what an experience that would be.
Yeah, super cool. Now, these are some of the dishes that he's serving right now at the restaurant. Now, the one on the left is pork crackling with smoked burnt tomato salsa, and the ribs on the right-hand side here are rubbed with the Four Horsemen pork rub. They're then mixed with his own in-house truffle salt smoked low and slow, then glazed with Meat Mitch's Womp sauce, and finished with fresh shaved truffles on top. This is madness.
It's absolute madness, bro. It was a good season. Good truffle season. It's like the Wagyu of the fungi world, isn't it?
Yeah, and he's just using this like it's nothing.
Yeah, just like, you get truffle, you get truffle, you get truffle. But when you can, why not?
So super cool, really creative cooking there. And it's so awesome to see people going back to using traditional methods on a commercial level.
Yeah, that's it.
Home pit builds. We haven't sort of done one of these for a while, have we?
No, I think it's sort of becoming its own segment, really.
Yeah, well, we have featured lots of professional pit builders on the show, but home pit builds is something new. So if you've created a crazy pit build at home or you've built your own smoker, send it in. Send it into the show. Provided you haven't put like a gas barbecue inside an offset pit, we're probably going to like it.
Yeah, and Jay's going to rate it out of 10 because he knows heaps about building pits. Like I know heaps about barbecue platters.
So this one was sent to us by Phil, a.k.a. Wild Man Cook on Instagram, and he's based out of the UK, and he says, this is my home-built, out-of-spare parts Mad Max grill.
So sick.
What is it?
It's a bit of everything, but it's been put together. He's got himself an old wheel mechanism there that's got a few different pulleys and spinning a nice, it looks like a bit of pork al pastor going on there on the spit, and a few different cooking areas. Like there's a big wok sort of thing looking in the background there. There's a grate up top, so I reckon you get that firebox at the back absolutely humming. What do they call that, where you can change the height of the grill?
Yeah, you see them on the Perillas. I'm not sure what they're called.
Santa Maria?
Yeah, it could be. It's basically a pulley that lifts the grill up and down.
Yeah.
But he's also got a flat plate grill. He's got other shelves, and he's also got a hanging area there as well. So it's like a multi-purpose barbecue. But he's done this additional part. He says, I never had much money, so I've built all of my barbecues. On this barbecue here, I grabbed old compressor parts and a pillar drill, he says, and I turned that into a rotisserie for a full Mad Max twist. And this other barbecue here, he built himself. It's a big rig offset smoker called Big Bertha.
So sick.
Doesn't look like he's moved Big Bertha in a while though.
Tires are falling off the rims. There's a bit of, I thought those flowers are growing over the firebox there, but he's got the gazebo on the wrong side. But, sick.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Look, so I'm not really like a very handy person, but I have full respect for people like this that just sort of like upcycle things.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, he could have gone out and bought a flash brand new smoker and this compressor tank would have ended up somewhere and not become a beautiful smoker. But yeah, I do love people that get in there and have a go and yeah, make cool shit.
So just in case you're wondering, he can cook too. So on the left here is some marinated, cooked over the hot coals chicken kebabs. And the other dish there is a chicken curry with garlic naans and poppadoms, all cooked over live fire. Epic work, Phil. That's amazing.
So good, man.
So good.
I tried to borrow some bread off my Indian neighbour the other day. He had none.
Tattoos. We're moving on.
Moving on.
Who is this?
This is the guy this is Brazilian Sigh.
It's Fabinho.
It is Fabinho.
So he featured really early on in the episode because he's the
hang fire master.
Correct. So he's really big in the hanging technique in Brazil. And while we were doing the segment, I noticed some of his tattoos. So he's got a really cool one here. It's food related. It's a knife and it says born to cook in a bit of fabric around it. But this other one caught my eye.
Yeah, that's cool. Super
cool, hey? So it's a skull on a skillet, and the skull is made up of eggs and bacon.
Eggs and cross bacon. Death by breakfast.
So there's two eggs that make up the eyes and the kind of like teeth, and then the skull and crossbones is two strips of bacon crossed over.
Frothing.
In a skillet.
So good.
Tattooed on his arm.
High res rendered by AI.
Yeah, well, it was so low quality, I had to kind of like zoom in on it. Okay. Artists. Now, you sent me this particular artist and this video, and it's a creeper, I've got to say. Like, I had to watch it 2 or 3 times to actually figure out what was going on. So let's watch. It was posted by Digital Does, and he's a multidisciplinary artist with roots in graffiti. And what is happening?
So basically, Does is a Dutch graffiti artist. He's painted a big mural on the wall, but if you look closely, Each panel of that mural is one of his black books containing a lot of his current art projects. And he not only is I think he's sponsored by Ironlac, so he's a pretty big deal. And his murals, he's got a fair bit of stuff here in Australia, but his painting is so recognisable, his style. He's multidisciplinary, but he's just such a freaking good graffiti artist, man. And just the creativity here where that's a standalone mural, it's probably for an exhibition at the end. You take your book that you've bought, and owning a piece of like living art is super cool.
So he says that there are still some deluxe edition books available for his latest release. He turned the cover of the books into a huge canvas and then spray painted across 100 copies, mind you. And each cover that you pull back formed, I guess, when you put 100 together, it formed the canvas. So when you buy your book of all of his artworks, you're actually taking a section of that art, that big piece with you.
Yeah, that's it. It's so cool.
So that's just a super creative way there to sell a book with all your artwork in it.
Yeah, that's it. I imagine it's part of a greater exhibition. And I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if someone came in and tried to buy all 100 books so that they could have that piece in their living room.
That's an idea.
Yeah. Get your wallet out.
Yeah. So it's not just graffiti style that he does either. This is a collage, number 43, titled Not Dark Yet. He says each collage that he does is built piece by piece, section by section. Once a part feels complete, he glues it down and then he moves to the next section.
He's so good, man. Like, this is almost like 3D pop-up book style graffiti.
The detail is absolutely outrageous.
It's insane. I've also seen this guy do murals too, where he uses render to bring out some of the 3D elements and like brings out texture. You know, renders it so it sticks out off the wall like 6 inches, like the bottom of an S or something like that, and then, you know, breaks the render off so it exposes the brick to make it look like an aged mural. And yeah, he's really thinking outside the box.
Yeah, and so detailed.
So detailed, man.
And just to prove this guy has more talent in his thumb than I have in my entire body, this is a painting turned into a limited edition print called Wildfires. He says, born from my travels, infused with the colours, heat and energy I've carried with me along the way.
So good.
What's that?
It's just a beautiful colour palette. Obviously, he writes his name, does, D-O-E-S, in almost all of his pieces. But, I mean, this is done with acrylics. I'm sure there's a little bit of, he's got a spatula there for a bit of texture. I'm sure there's a bit of airbrush going on and watercolour too. But it's just basically a multimedia, beautiful, gallery-worthy artwork.
Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic and it's ultra detailed, but at the same time, it's as good up close as what it is far away.
That's it. He's really got a good eye for lighting and shadows and things like that. And I love how they do these little pixelated bits just to give it a bit of depth.
So this one here, the deluxe edition, is limited to 25 prints for the deluxe edition, each hand-signed and individually numbered. So you can own a piece of this guy's work.
You definitely can.
You can find out more at digitaldoes.com.
Hell yeah. Look him up. Go check it out.
And you're a fan. You followed this guy for a while?
I've been a fan of this guy for, ever since Instagram was around, just because, I mean, before Instagram, I used to follow these guys on MySpace and that because a lot of the Ironlac sponsored painters, they have a colour named after them. And, you know, you sort of do your research and you start following these guys and checking out their digital black books. But yeah, I've been so into this guy. He did a piece in Melbourne, maybe 10 years ago. And I remember I went just off Chapel Street. It was on the side of a skate shop and I went to check it out and someone had tagged "fuck the police" over it. And there was a guy there meticulously trying his best to colour match to paint over what this guy had done. Yeah, that's just the life of a graffiti muralist.
Shame. Okay. Art by Sigh. We're going to follow up with an even bigger artist, and that's you.
Jesus, mate. Big boots to fill.
Tell me about this one.
Righto, so this is for our mate Cam. We featured him on the show before with his beautiful hand-turned recycled skateboard bowls and those sorts of things. And this is some merch for him for his company Regenerskate, which he wanted this sort of stuff ready for meat stock in Toowoomba. But we got them ready earlier. They're available now, so hit him up, Regenerskate on Instagram. And yeah, this is sort of a bit of a piece depicting the design brief he gave me where, you know, he's a Kiwi. He's moved over here. He's living in Brisbane now. He loves doing a lot of upcycled furniture, especially the recycled skateboards, but also those big electricity wire wheels. He turns those into outdoor furniture. when he was in New Zealand, he used to do a lot of upcycled stuff with the wooden beer crates that they have over there. Just all about regenerating, reusing, and making sure a lot of this stuff doesn't end up in landfill. But yeah, he specialises mostly these beautiful bowls turned on the lathe. He's doing a lot of stuff with disability crews and that sort of thing, teaching them woodworking and that sort of thing. But yeah, he's going to be at Meatstock Toowoomba. He's building a really big catalogue of awesome stuff to have available that weekend. But in the meantime, if you want to cop some merch, jump on, hit Cam up and see what you can score.
Full respect to anybody who is recycling old stuff and renewing it.
Yeah, that's it, man.
Okay, dish of the week. We were spoilt last week. Your steak frites was pretty bloody good, but this week you've got a dessert?
Yeah, man. I love doing a dessert on the smoker, and this week we're going to do a bit of a fireball-infused apple and blueberry crumble. And not only that, we've thrown in some Steph the Mouldy's pork hunt rub in there for a bit of a savoury twist on the fruit.
If I'm not mistaken, was that part of your favourite rub or not?
No, that only just missed out, that one. Yeah, that's less of an all-rounder, that one. But yeah, that's suited more for pork and chicken, but it's not too heavy on the savoury. There's a fair bit of brown sugar and that going in there. So I was like, I'm going to throw a bit of a savoury twist into the crumble and the apples of this dessert and see how it goes.
Talk me through the process here.
Righto. So we've got about 8 Granny Smith apples. We've peeled them, we've decored them, we've put them in a bowl, we've sliced them up sort of nice and thin, about 5 mil thick. Gone probably 3/4 of a punnet of blueberries in there too. Gone a bit of raw sugar. And we've also thrown in about 60 mil of Fireball because I wanted to replicate that cinnamon flavour that goes so well with apples. Then we've gone in with the Steph the Mouldy's pork hunt. I probably went a bit heavy, so I needed to counteract it a bit, so I hit it with some cinnamon sugar. But once I mixed it all together, every flavour was so well pronounced. So we've got our fruit and our blueberries and our flavours in our acrylic pan there now. Now we're building, there's my baby. That was little Rudy. So we're building our crumble mix now. We've got a cup of rolled oats. We go on a cup of plain flour, a cup of brown sugar, about half a cup of melted butter, and I think we've got a cup of raw sugar in there too. So it's sweet, baby.
Right, there's a lot of sugar.
There is. Right, so once we've assembled our dries, we've given them a loose mix with the hands. I mean, if you've ever done cooking back at school, apple crumble was something you always learn how to do. It was always hand combined. So throwing in the half a cup of butter in there, mix it in with hand just to get rid of any lumps. And once we've got that to the desired mixedness, we've just crumbled that over the top of the fruit. And with this one, I actually let it sit in the fridge overnight because I cooked it today. Well, it's still cooking while we're talking. And yeah, those flavours should really have marinated into the fruit and that sort of thing. And yeah, I'm excited to try this one, bro.
So the crumble goes on top of the fruit and then you put it in the...
I put it in the fridge, but then we've also thrown it in the Traeger at 375. Got that nice and hot. And it's going to add a bit of smokiness to it. And let's rip it out and see how he went.
So I got the stunt cam out now.
Oh, yeah.
That looks good. All right, a little scoop up for the camera.
Oh, it's crumbly, baby. How's those blueberries?
They look great. And what are you serving it with? Some double cream?
Just dollop cream, yeah.
Dollop cream. So cooked in the Traeger.
Cooked in the Traeger, baby, every step of the way.
Thank you very much. Let's have a crack, hey? Cheers.
Don't forget to cheers, bro. Cheers your food, man.
Jesus, amateur hour over here. I don't know if I've told you this, but I'm not much of a dessert person at all, but this is fantastic.
You say that, but you clearly are.
I just don't eat it at home.
No.
And to be honest, not at restaurants either. I mean, I know a lot of people do have desserts at restaurants, but I'm not one of those people. I very rarely eat sweet desserts. But this is fantastic, and I love the addition of the crunchiness that you get from that. What do you call it? Is it granola or something?
Well, yeah, it's the rolled oats, and the brown sugar's really just caramelised with everything. The butter and the brown sugar and the oats and the flour have made a beautiful crumble, you know, but I'm all about it.
So normally you would just cook this in an oven, but you've cooked in the Traeger because anything you can cook in an oven, you can cook in a smoker.
I'm pretty sure that Traeger are now starting to use a new slogan, which we've always been preaching. It's called "Try it on a Traeger." And next time you cook something in an oven, if you've got a smoker and it can get to the same temp, cook it in the smoker.
Because that little bit of smoky flavour just
it does.
great.
It's there. I mean, it's not like you're eating a bushfire, but I mean, it's definitely pronounceable. It's a win.
That's a win. Another win.
Another win.
What are we like? 49 out of 52? No, 49 out of 51, I think.
So what are we? We're episode 55. We've missed Cook of the Week once.
And I think I cooked twice.
Maybe.
Probably not.
Remember the last time you cooked, I took over because you forgot about it. That was the beef shin. But guess what? You're cooking next week.
Really?
Yep.
You're going to make me?
Fucking oath I am.
All right. I'll figure out something. Okay. Let's move on to our fuck up of the week. And I'm going to play this one and I'm going to turn the volume up. So let's listen.
Oh, shit. Oh, my goodness, y'all.
Boomers, mate.
We hot.
Close the vents. We hot.
We hot.
Yeah, it's self-cleaning mode.
Oh, dear. So it looks like it's not an offset. It looks like an offset, but it's not. I think it's just a bit of a grill. And he's got two chimneys, one on either side. And if you've ever been to like a football game or a concert where they shoot those big flames out of the flamethrowers, that's what was coming out of both of those chimneys there. That's what we're looking at here. Now, it was posted by Herc Lip, and he's located in Philadelphia in Pennsylvania.
It's basically turned them into rocket stoves because it's got to be the smoke that's on fire.
You reckon?
I reckon. I reckon
just think
it's
it's
running that hot that the
it's a
smoke's
fat
catching fire. Yeah, it's a fat fire at the bottom, but for it to shoot out that high, it's got to be like the rocket stove science where it burns the smoke.
Yeah, well, the smoke is just fine particles of flammable material. So, it's caught on fire, and it doesn't really stop until he kind of cuts the oxygen out.
Yeah, I really hope he doesn't open that door anytime soon, though, and get a backdraft situation.
So he says, quote, "The rain has pasted us by, and we are still outside. Slide up now." That's what he says. I think what he means is the rain has passed us by, and we're still outside. Slide up now.
Yeah, right.
I don't think the rain had
the rain, bro. Put that fire out.
I don't think the rain had affected this barbecue at all. I'm going to say it's a fat fire.
I'm pretty sure he drank heaps of beers while it was raining, though.
So I went digging, and this is another video I found, and he's cooking some chickens, and I don't really know what the other one is. They almost look like Spam steaks.
They do. They're very uniform.
Yeah, and he says, "We ready with these squirters. Bubbling and naked wings, lip and corn, dino ribs, pork ribs, chicken breast, and loaded baked potatoes. Slide up."
Slide up.
He's got 100,000 followers.
Bro, I'd slide up.
He's got more than us.
Yeah, I'd fucking slide up, bro. He's got the old US mail truck there.
Look at that chicken. Looks nice and juicy.
That's it. Squirters.
They're chicken squirters.
Yeah.
They've had a bit of too much of a suntan on one side, though, I think.
Yeah, that's it. But, a bit of dirty smoke falling off the door, but who cares?
Oh, it's double-sided too. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
It's a double-sided grilled
So this
smoker.
is the same pit that was on fire, yeah?
I'm pretty sure. Has it got two chimneys on each side?
Yep. Crazy.
I'm going to say it again. We ready with these squirters.
Pull up.
Last one. This one was sent in to us by Alan Curtis. He is one of the pitmasters at Hutchins Barbecue at Trophy Club in Texas, and he says perfect temp.
Your brisket's ready, mate.
It was ready last week.
It's ready for pulling.
So he's got a thermo pen, or a sort of version of a thermo pen. Looks to be inside a brisket maybe, and it's registering at 278 degrees Fahrenheit.
It's juicy.
He had to wait for it to probe tender.
Yeah, right. His pit wouldn't even be running that hot, would it?
I don't think those old Texas-style offset pits even get that hot. I did ask him. I'm like, he posted it as a bit of a joke. He said, "What's wrong here?" That was his Facebook post. But apparently, no, it was just the thermo pen needed recalibration.
Yeah, right.
And it's called a Thermo Pro, I think.
Thermo Pro Plus.
The pluses makes all the difference.
Yeah, that's it. It adds an extra 40 degrees.
40? Try about 78 probably.
Yeah.
Now, by the way, he is part of a team that produces some kick-ass barbecue, Hutchins Barbecue. It's a Texas staple. I think Dallas, there's 3 or 4 of them, but they're really, really cool. Great barbecue. Alan, you're a legend, by the way. Thanks for sending that in. I hung out with him while I was in Texas last, and he took me to Hutchins, and it was great.
Sick.
That's the end of the episode. You've done pretty well with the on the menu today. I'm feeling pretty full, to be honest.
Yeah, mate. Pressure's on you next week.
What am I going to do?
Probably Uber Eats.
So if you got this far in the video, thank you. We appreciate you hanging in there while 2 men talk about food and sort of ramble on about something that we love, though.
That's it.
Barbecue, food, we love it.
Yeah, hopefully we've inspired you guys to get out there cooking more, to send stuff in and let us know how it's all going. And yeah, we're sort of just helping spotlight the community that already exists and broadening our contact list, that's for sure. We're starting to get fans all over the globe. So, I mean, that's a bloody win in anyone's opinion. So, yeah.
And I've learned a lot, like putting this podcast together, exploring some people that have sent stuff in and other people that we've just talked about. I've educated myself heaps on barbecue, heaps on different people in barbecue too. So we hope you're getting a lot out of it too.
Yeah, bloody oath. And like, subscribe, all that sort of thing. Buy some merch and see you next Tuesday.
See ya.